Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create each puzzle piece individually. So I'm gonna go to create document. I'm gonna call this one green because that's the color of my block. Hit OK. And now my block is, I'll show you in class what it looks like. So I'm gonna create sketch on the front. Okay, and I'm gonna click here so I can just see the front. Okay, sketch is activated. I know it's activated because I have these tools. So I'm going to create, click, 1, enter, 1, enter. Okay, so that's my my first square, right? Okay. Now I hit OK. It's just a single square. Now we're going to I'm going to edit my square again, but I'm going to hit extrude now. Extrude. Now this is where you have some liberties. Okay, you can build each square at a time. I'll show you like the basic and then I'll show you a shortcut. So there's one. And you can continue creating like extrusions on this one, right? One. So that's my 2 squares in one. And then I'm going to extrude here, another one. And that would be like a 4 square. And then I have this like one sticking out right here. So let me show you what it looks like. Because I should have started with this, right? See if it opens. Yeah, so I'm building this actually like this. So what I just did was I built these 4 and I'm going to build this part right now. So let me go back. Okay. So I need it like right here. But if I hit this, it's going to extrude the both of them and I don't want to extrude both. So I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sketch on this and be very careful where you draw your rectangle. I want it from this corner down 1 by 1. It's already 1 by 1. You see? It's already 1 by 1. The number's 1 by 1. If it's not, then you can go ahead and type it in. And extrude this part only 1 inch. Okay, so now this part, see right here, looks like this. Okay, now I'm gonna take another piece and build off. Okay, so that's one way to do it. You know, just like create one square and then build off of it. Like if I was to go down here, I would. If you can extrude the whole shape, you can just click extrude. But if you need to just extrude like a part of it, like this little part, then I would have to draw. I would have to draw like a single 1 by 1 and then extrude that. Okay, now let me show you a different way of doing it. Create, new document. Let's go green 2. Okay. You're gonna find like better ways to do this. You're gonna be like, you know what, Miss Emily, I kind of like it this way. That's cool, no big deal. Okay, sketch here. So 1 by 1, click, 1, enter, 1, enter, right? I'm gonna hit extrude 1 inch. Defaults are perfect. There it is. Now what you could do is sketch here. Okay, you're gonna do another rectangle. It's gonna be very repetitive. And then extrude that 1 inch. Okay, and then what if okay, so then I'm gonna do another sketch here, and I'm gonna do oops, get rid of that. Sketch here, and then I'm going to click in that corner right there, go down, like kind of match it, enter 1, enter 1, enter, and then like extrude that piece only, hit OK. So this is a different way of doing the exact same thing I did before, but this is just adding squares and adding squares and adding squares. Like if I were to do some just randomness and do like a sketch on this one, so this bottom part, and then I do a rectangle. So like from this corner here, make sure it's 1, enter 1, and then I'm gonna hit this part to extrude, hit OK. So then I have like this piece, looks like this. So that's one way of doing it, where you just add 1 inch blocks like wherever it needs to be. Sometimes you need to do that. On the other example, at the beginning of the recording, I would like extrude the whole thing. Like I'm gonna extrude this whole L, so I just click on it and it will double in size. You see how it's gonna double in size when I hit enter? Okay. That's one way of doing it. You're just like, but you know what? I just need a square right here. Okay. If you don't want to extrude this whole rectangle and you just want to extrude like half of it, I would suggest you hit sketch, then you draw your rectangle inside and make sure it's a 1, enter, 1, enter, and then extrude just that part. And that way you're just extruding that. So if see that whatever is yellow will be extruded, right? So here I can extrude just this part or that part or that part that's like yellow orange. I want to extrude this whole thing or this whole thing, yeah. But if I just want like half of it, the one by one, then I need to again hit sketch, hit the whole rectangle, and then draw in a smaller square inside. Make sure you start in a corner and make sure it's one by one. One and okay. So then, and then you hit extrude and you see, I can get the option of like the whole rectangle or just the little square. I just want the little square. Whoops. Extrude the little square. Check. Okay, make sure you hit that. So you just build one by one. Again, sketch, select this whole thing, but you know what? I just want that square to be like right here. So 1, enter, 1, enter, and then extrude that square by 1. So I'm just extruding that one little piece out there. There you go.